For those of us who have never visited North Korea, all we've seen is the videos. All we've seen is, we've read about it. We've seen articles about it. We've seen different things about it. What was it like for you growing up in North Korea?
Yeah, so I think that was almost like the biggest challenge for me to talk about my experience being in North Korea is that sometimes I felt like it's even easier to explain about Mars or the moon to Americans than North Korea. Like North Korea is a country that has so many pieces, right? The life that Kim Jong-un, the dictator, has is absolutely different from the people's lives that I had and my friends had. So I think today I am only going to talk about the people who are not in that privileged 1% class, but the majority of North Koreans, how they are actually surviving every day. I think it's just almost like unimaginable. Everyday life is a struggle. In North Korea, when I was growing up, there were even no words for depression, so or even stress. So as I growing up as a child, when I came to South Korea, they told me like stress is like very big, cause for something. Depression is the like big main cause for suicide, and I was like, what is that? And you don't know what stress is, like what you don't know what depression is. And in North Korea, the regime didn't put that words in the dictionary for us. So, imagine that in socialist paradise, how can you possibly stressed? How can you be possibly depressed? But in our real life is a struggle, but we just don't know how to put those like concept into words. I think when I was a child, very first thing that my mom told me was not to even whisper because the birds and mice could hear me. And as a young girl, the first thing I learned is that the most dangerous thing in my body that I got is my tongue. What if I slip some wrong word? That is not gonna only kill me, that is not gonna only kill my family, it is going to kill three generations of my family. If somebody say one wrong thing, political statement, it's not gonna just kill that person. It kills entire three generations of that family. And that is like, so in that sense, I never knew what freedom of speech was. I somehow thought that's how a normal world was because there was no internet. Obviously, I never heard the word internet in North Korea. There is only one channel on TV, 24 hours, that is telling us how wonderful the socialist paradise is and how bad our American bastards enemies are. And I remember when I came to America going to Walmarts and going to see this like section of magazines, right? They have living like magazine, fashion magazine, cook magazine. I never seen any kind of magazine in North Korea. Like I never seen a cookbook. There's like I never heard of what modeling was. Like there's no fashion magazine. The regime, the government telling us what to wear, what kind of haircut you can have, what kind of makeup you can have, what kind of pants you can wear, what kind of song you can sing, what kind of movie you can watch, what kind of dance you can dance. Every little thing is determined by the regime, even before I was born. And even where I live, who I can marry, what can I do in life is determined by my political class in the country. So telling Americans that although people who free people like they think like you choose what major you study, what clothes you wear, everything for them is so natural. But coming from North Korea, even picking up a pants was a struggle for me, like how I choose among like 10 different pants they are selling, how do I choose like what I like? Because in North Korea nobody asked me like what do I think.